Susan, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a question.
Okay.
Um, when I do healing, um, I've been in the practice for quite some time to do certain breathing with it. So in other words, it's using the diaphragm. And sometimes if I perceive it's not, the energy isn't as strong as I want it to be, I'll increase the pressure of the breathing, and it seems to produce more energy. Lately, when I'm doing healing, I it's like I'm not doing it. It's almost like being in trance and someone takes over at a certain point and pushes the energy. And during the consciousness gathering today, I was not in control of my breathing all the time. There was a time where I was definitely pushing like that when it was happening. And there was times when I wasn't allowed to breathe. It's like I was exhaling to the point of so far, and then you know. So I guess I'm trying to find out what's going on, because that I've never had it in the consciousness gathering. That never happened during healing. Like I said, it has. So what's going on?
So just to mirror, like we all need in
Mhm.
unprogramming ourselves. Um, just a mirroring reminder. Try to extract and cut the cord of perception that you're doing healing,
Mhm.
because as we talked, it was discussed in the collaboration, because whether it's someone that is as a receiver of energy or a giver doing the
Mhm.
healing, it's all set as consciousness in a deficit. That person needs healing, so I'm going to heal them, or I need healing, so I'm going to ask for healing. It completely is not the truth of the powerful beings that we are. So that would be the first mirroring that I'd like to bring forth for you, Sydney, is to again go back to, well, what do we call it, when I asked years ago, doing energy work, because it could be that energy is needed more, heightened energy in a certain area of consciousness, and it's all not necessarily just the physical, right? It could be emotional, spiritual, and all of that. You are the breath. That was what was happening.
Okay.
So it's just part of the progression, right?
Mhm.
That your perception in the way that you were taught through the human understanding is that you have to breathe a certain way, and it's helpful. So that program, that input, in a sense, you can think of it as, what is that called? Um, when they do testing for different drugs, the placebo effect.
Mhm.
In a sense, it's like because we are so powerful. So if we're being taught that if I do this specific breathing, it's going to help heal, right? Then through the powerful truth of us that we are, that does take over, but it is a placebo effect. You are the breath, and that was what was happening, honey, is that you were you were as the breath that you are versus doing breathing. Do you see? You were the one breath.
Mhm.
You were the truth of you, and that's what you were experiencing. Does that resonate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in a sense, that's kind of what I thought, but I didn't have the words. You know what I mean? It was like I felt it was like something positive, but I didn't quite get it.
And I think I'm being told right now that um, you did another video you had asked me to lead one time or
Mhm. Yeah.
something, but there is an audio about being the breath of the one I am, and that's really what just happened, what you experienced.
Okay.
You were the one breath. And so the one breath was breathing you as you versus you trying through the human being control to do the healing. And it goes back to Ria, what was shared before about, just put the intention out, and that you were being painted, right? You were receiving the energy and the codes of communication naturally when you went into the studio. It's the same principle, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love that. Yeah. I'm happy for you. I'll tell you, I felt a lot of energy as well. I don't know how everyone else their experience was, but I definitely felt quite a bit of energy. And I have not done it recently myself because, again, I've got the rebuild finally going on
Yeah.
for my insurance claim, and I've been very preoccupied with the physical, things we have to do in the physical. So that's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. It felt yummy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt yummy. There's that yumminess.
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't concerned about it, but it was just curiosity, like what's going on?
Yeah, yeah,
And I felt they took a next step, whatever that meant.
yes. And I do believe that it's audio recorded somewhere. But again, when we put that intention out as the powerful creators that we are, I'm intending to merge and become, in my physical embodiment, the one breath of the one I am.
Mm.
Versus doing, it's instead of doing, you were just being the one breath.
Yep.
So it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Happy. Yeah, that's wonderful.